Hello and welcome. I'm Joanna Junak and this is GFN News on GFN-TV. Today we'll be speaking with Will Godfrey of FILTR about tobacco harm reduction prospects in Finland, where national elections are approaching. Hello Will. What have you recently published about Finland and what is the big picture?
Hi Joanna. This week we ran an article in which Kieran Sidhu interviewed Finnish advocate Jari Olika. He's the chair and co-founder of Vapers Finland, an association funded entirely by membership fees. And he painted a picture of a country that has been left behind compared with its neighbours. Sweden, above all, has benefited from mass switching to snus and recently declared it had reached smoke-free status of under 5% smoking prevalence. Snus use there outstripped cigarette smoking back in the 90s, and Swedish men in particular, who have adopted snus at the highest rates, have long had unusually low rates of lung cancer. When it comes to vaping, as Kieran put it, Finland's laws are about as strict as they can be, short of actually banning it. These include bans on all non-tobacco flavours, on advertising, and on online or cross-border sales. Meanwhile, Finland has a high adult smoking rate of nearly 20% and suffers over 5,000 smoking-related deaths each year.
What are the reasons for the country's restrictions on THR products?
For snus, it dates from the 90s when Finland joined the EU and adopted the Confederation's snus ban, a ban from which Sweden, also an EU member, obtained an exemption. With vaping, Jari explained, it's just seen as being part of big tobacco businesses. Vapes are not considered as aids to quit smoking. One factor here is the country's booming NRT market. NRT options are widely sold in general shops, and Jari described it as definitely the most popular cessation tool available, even if evidence shows it to be less effective than vapes. There have been pharmaceutical companies involved in the campaign for a smoke-free Finland, Jari added, and they don't like vapes.
To what extent are people in Finland assessing THR options other than NRT?
Perhaps more than you might think, even though full potential is clearly not being realised. There are an estimated 38,000 people who vape in the country, albeit compared with about 900,000 who smoke. And despite the snus ban, Jari said, it is now being used more than ever. People can at least bring in personal use quantities from abroad. Yet overall, the government, he said, is stuck in this quit or die method when it comes to smoking. There is no belief in harm reduction. The choice Finland wants to give people who wish to stop smoking is NRT or cold turkey.
And are there any prospects for change?
There could be, according to Jari. In April's parliamentary elections, he said, some parties are pushing to legalise snus, mainly to get tax money. So I see this as a good chance to influence politicians to lift restrictions from vaping as well. Mainly, he continued, allowing online sales would benefit most of the vapers, especially those who are living in areas where there are no vaping stores.
Thank you, Will. That's all for today. Don't forget to book your place at GFN-23 to join in the THR discussion yourself. Thanks for watching or listening. See you next time.